All right, it's time for another World Juniors debate.
Can you believe it? I can.
And this time we're talking about what is the most important goal in the history of the World Juniors tournament. And of course, you can't talk big goals without having cheap Mika Zibanejad and Jesse Pollock.
Cheap Mika Zibanejad? Discount Hayden Fleury, baby. Get it all the time these days.
We're just deciding what we look like now.
Darn right.
Anyways, so as always, they're gonna have a chance to pick whatever point they want, argue for it, and I'm just here to fact check, keep things on the rails. Mental coin flip. Jesse Pollock, you're first.
Look, I know everyone thinks about the Jordan Eberle goal.
Tavares backhand towards the goal. Loose puck. Eberle scores! Tie game!
Yes, very significant. First thing you think about, but let's establish something here. First of all, it wasn't in the gold medal game. And second of all, it really wasn't that nice of a goal.
Honestly, like that Everly goal, it's probably not even Canada's most important goal. Like Akil Thomas just won a gold medal for Canada. They were down 2. He scores the winner.
Now moved ahead. In comes Thomas with a chance. Moves it, but he scores! Akil Thomas!
And like he scored a similar goal as Everly. Went backhand too, but his was much nicer. I think that's more significant if you're talking about Canada goals.
Did we just become best friends?
No.
I'm gonna kick things back to 2014, Rasmus Ristolainen. This goal doesn't get enough credit, and it was so significant because it put Finnish junior hockey at least back on the map. Finland has won 2 more World Juniors since. So you have kids wanting to participate in this tournament now, wanting to score that big goal, and also, the significance of that goal goes even beyond the World Juniors, okay? Look at how many good young Finnish players are in the NHL right now. And it all started with that goal. Put Finland back on the map.
We're gonna fact check that real quick. We can't confirm or deny whether or not it all started with that.
I don't think it did. Wasn't even the most important goal, in my opinion, that Finnish hockey has scored in the past decade. I think it's Kasperi Kapanen in 2016. I think that team was stacked, and I know Ristolainen and that goal came against a heavily favored Sweden team, but just in terms of significance, it was on home ice. It was so big, and just to see the fans celebrating, Selänne in the stands when Kapanen scored, I just think it was more important.
It is so impressive that Finland, as small of a country as it is, has been able to do what they've done at the World Juniors. And again, it all started with that amazing goal. I'll never forget. Takes the helmet, throws it against the ground. Let's go, Finland! Huge goal. Does not get the credit it deserves.
You know, he said his point pretty loud.
He did.
So,
I always
do you have
do.
a counterpoint to his loud point?
I'm going, you mentioned Mika Zibanejad. I'm a knockoff of him. I'm going with his goal in 2012 for Sweden. Look, they had a drought of over 3 decades between winning gold medals. They've only won 2. They've been really successful at the World Juniors as far as being a staple for competing for medals, but they can't seem to ever win it. So that goal was so important for Sweden as a country because the last time they had won was in the 80s. Like, think about how long that is.
May I say something, though? May I say something?
Everyone's allowed a counterpoint, so Jesse, go ahead.
You know, Luca, I couldn't help but notice you talking about how Kapanen's goal came against Russia. But, like, man, that's not even their biggest rival. Clearly, Sweden is their biggest rival, and it was in Sweden. It's the biggest in-your-face moment, maybe, in tournament history. Hockey's always big in Sweden. It's a factory.
It's always been in Finland.
It wasn't nearly as big. If you look at what's happening in the NHL, if you look at what's happening in Finnish hockey at this moment in time in the country, it's huge. At the Olympics, I wouldn't be surprised if Finland won the gold medal. I get they won silver in 2006. Right now, Finnish hockey is the best it's ever been, and that goal in 2014 was the start of it all.
Again,
it was the start of it all.
I can't keep fact checking the same point.
Way
he's
bigger
making.
than the Kasperi Kapanen
Can't
goal. Way
confirm
bigger.
that.
It may
You
be
can't
bigger than the
confirm any
Kapanen
of
one in
this.
your opinion, but we're talking about a moment. We're talking about the most important goal. As far as most important goal goes, I don't know if ending a 30-plus year drought gets more important. It's a breakaway too. Zibanejad's goal was nasty. For that long of a drought to be broken, that moment feels more significant to me.
I'm just happy that you guys didn't go for the easy points by just going with Eberle, even though what you said was part blasphemy. But I'm also a little surprised, not surprised, but I'm going to give the USA a little bit of love. No one for Troy Terry there. You know, only goal in a shootout. And if you go back and look at that goal, this man sauced it over the goalie's stick, and then it went 5-hole. It's actually a nasty goal.
You know what? I was actually thinking John Carlson as far as American goals go, because that one really reignited.
You're really going anti-Eberle here.
No.
It wasn't. I think the standard for an important goal has to be, if we're talking World Juniors, it's got to be a winner. It's got to be a winner.
You just said no to my Troy Terry one. I mean, that won the tournament.
That's more significant than Eberle's for sure. But like that Eberle goal didn't even win them the game. They had to win in a shootout after.
I mean, we're talking about real championship goals here.
Yeah.
It's Risto, 100%. Put some respect on that guy's name.
Well, I'm glad that both of you are happy that both Finland and Sweden have raised their programs back up to a high level, but can we just acknowledge they were also just really good at hockey anyways. If you agree with their points, which you don't, you're gonna wanna sound off on our YouTube page, and you can check out more World Junior debates as well.